my name is Natalie Lawrence, and I'm a senior at Ballard Memorial High School. I'm the 18-year-old daughter of Phil and Debbie Lawrence. I'm very active at my school. I've been a member of Beta for 3 years and FCA for 4 years. I've been a member of FBLA for 4 years, where I've served as treasurer for 1 year, and this year I'm the president. I was student council secretary for 3 years. I grew up with 4 brothers. 3 are older than me and 1's younger. So growing up with 4 boys, it was really hard for me to learn to fit in with girls because I was always around boys and I could always just be myself with my brothers. So whenever I was 10 years old, I joined a softball team called the Pink Sox. And it was a really huge, difficult time in my life because none of those girls really wanted me there. They all thought I was just trying to take their spot. So they were all some of them were very nice and some of them not so much. So I just realized then and there that if I wanted something, I had to get out of my comfort zone and just fight for what I wanted. So I continued to play, and Steve Story, he was our softball coach, and he just changed my life forever because he really truly he taught me what it meant to step out of my comfort zone, and that no matter what, you have to keep fighting and you'll get what you want. My life was forever changed on November 13th, 2010. My grandpa, he was my very best friend, and he fell and he broke his hip on that day, and I was on my way to Lexington for a pageant. And we got the call around 4 p.m., and my grandma said they were rushing him to the hospital. And so that whole weekend, I just prayed and prayed and prayed, and I told every contestant to pray for him and just to pray that he would survive. He had to have a hip replacement. So we get back, and he's in the hospital for about 2 weeks. And they tell us on December 8th that he's not going to live till Christmas. So being a 16-year-old girl, I really struggled with that, and I didn't know how to accept the fact that my best friend would no longer be there with me. Well, we all prayed, and we all just stuck by his side, and he lived for another 1.5 years until last March 23rd. I was at a softball game, and after the game, I was looking for my mom, and she told me that he had been rushed to the hospital with pneumonia. So I'm just bawling, all my friends are there for me though. And we get to the hospital, and I can't even look at him. I just walk in and then I walk out. And, I'll never forget the last time that I spent with him. It was on that Sunday night, the 25th, and I was studying for my chemistry test. And something just told me, Natalie, you need to quit studying because you're not going to have much time with him. So I stopped studying, and I just sat there, and I looked at him, and I talked to him, and I just told him how much I loved him. So I told him, I was like, Grandpa, I'm going to be okay without you. And so I told him that, and it just changed my life forever, and it just made me realize that it was going to be okay if I lost him. And then that next morning at school, I got a call, and my grandpa had passed away. And that just really showed me that you can't take anything for granted. And no matter what happens in life, you just have to stay close to the ones you love. And next month will be 1 year since I lost him. But my family and I have grown so much closer, and it's unbelievable how close we became. And I just realized how much I took for granted before that. And so now me and my family, we do stuff together all the time. And it just really, in a way, it was kind of an eye-opener. And me and my family, we just try to spend as much time as we can. And I just thank God every day that He reminded me that night that school could wait and it didn't matter. And I'm so glad I got those extra hours with Him before He died. And I just realized to never take any time for granted that you have with someone, because you never know, it could be their last.